Hello, hello, hello. So, I, as a black woman, as someone who's about to get ready to go on a cruise in about 2 weeks, right? And all of this stuff is coming up about Carnival and how they're changing up rules and things like this and da 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 da. So, because I know that I just can't watch videos and think that I'm going to find out some truth, I have to actually go read articles and see what's going on. And really, what's going on is Carnival set some rules in place a long time ago. And for whatever reason, I think really what happened is something happened. Somebody probably got kicked off a boat. They probably like, oh, this ain't fair. This ain't unfair. Carnival being racist. Carnival being racist. And they got on the line and started posting a bunch of bullshit. Pulled up something. Ooh, look, Carnival targeting black people. Ooh, look, Carnival targeting black people. And then it started snowballing out of control on the internet with people, other disgruntled people that maybe got into a fight, had some disorderly conduct on one of these boats and got banned or got kicked off. And now oh yeah, that happened to me too. I'm so mad at Carnival. They don't like black people. No, you was in there fighting. You drink too much and start fighting. You got cart smoking weed, probably not in the balcony room, in your stateroom that's interior. You probably got caught doing something stupid and got kicked off, and now you're mad. The reality is, maybe that's what was supposed to happen. Okay. Second, a lot of these rules ain't new. I see a lot of people complaining, talking about these rules ain't nothing. These rules are just targeting black people. A lot of these rules ain't new. They've been not allowing you to carry your Bluetooth. They've been saying they don't want all that loud music because it's disturbing. That's what people don't realize. It's disturbing. It's a lot of people in very close quarters. Even though it's a big boat, it still can get very loud. If think about it, if they got 1,000 rooms on the boat, right, and every one in those 1,000 rooms got their Bluetooth, and every one of those people decide to start playing their music, going on the Lido deck with their speakers blasting, that's disruptive and disturbing to the other people around you. I saw one rule, I was reading, there was like, you can't be all out on a Lido deck, on a pool deck and things like that with your speakers on. You have to have your headphones. Duh. That seems like common decent behavior because everybody don't want to listen to your music. Everybody don't want to watch your movie. And now you're subjecting everybody to that, and that's not fair. But you want it to be fair. How selfish. So a lot of these rules ain't new. I don't think they're just targeting black people. I think that they're realizing that when you do, because I would beg to differ, like, because the thing about me is, I'm not going to sit up here and act like black people are the only people that can be ratchet and can be ghetto and that can do disturbing and disruptive things, because I know for a fact that that's not the case. Everybody do it. Everybody got a Karen in their race of people. Okay, so we're not about to sit here and act like it's just black people, because black people go on those trips and been going on cruises for years, behaving themselves, acting appropriately, and not being not getting kicked off ships and not having fights, brawls in ports and things like that. So we're not gonna act like it's a black people thing and it's synonymous to black people and da 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 da. What I will say is, I think a lot of the younger generation is their minds are getting warped. Their minds are getting so warped. Everybody want what they want now. They don't want to wait. And it's just, you say something wrong to somebody and they gonna catch an attitude regardless. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's so sensitive. Everybody, like, you say something to somebody, you give a little constructive criticism to people, and people been saying this shit for years. Oh, you hating, you just a hater, you just hating. What are you talking about? But okay, sure. But ultimately, a lot of these rules on this carnival stuff, they ain't nothing new. People just trying to act like it's something new because they feel like it's going to affect them. And meantime, between time, most people that's even making videos about this shit don't even fucking go on cruises. It don't even affect y'all. You don't even want to go on a cruise. So who cares about the rules on a cruise ship that you're never going to be on? Why you complain about that? And this because this is something that I tell my daughter, because it's something I've realized about myself. If you find one thing to complain about, you're gonna find multiple things to complain about, and if you start that complaining session, you're gonna keep on going, going, and now it becomes something disastrous. I don't think Carnival is going to lose any of their numbers because they say, because if people are portray or saying or acting like, oh, they're not going to have all the ratchetness, their numbers might start going up, because maybe people will start saying, maybe it won't be so wretched. Maybe I can get, maybe instead of going on Norwegian and spending 3,000, 4,000, maybe I can just go back to Carnival now, because they got rid of the ratchets. Their numbers might go up. So let's not play like we about to take something away from Carnival because some ratchet motherfuckers don't want to go on these 3-day, 4-day cruises no more. Let's not act like that. Let's not. Because like I said, they might be actually opening up their demographic a little bit more. Because now maybe other races might say, I'll be hearing about that budget cruise line, and I don't wanna subject myself to whatever ratchetness might be on that boat. But since they're changing the rules, maybe I'll go now. Come on now. Y'all ain't like, I haven't watched many videos even about it, because I think as soon as I saw it, I thought it was bullshit. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, some feel like y'all not reading no articles. Some feel like y'all probably didn't read the rules in the first place, and you're just mad now. You got caught up in some shit and just got mad. So that's what I started thinking to begin with. So I haven't even been watching no videos about it. Because a lot of the times I don't even really care about what some people have to say about some of this stuff in the first place, because I realize that a lot of things are sensationalized, and a lot of things are just being said online nowadays just for popularity and just because. But like at the end of the day, like I said from the beginning, as a black woman, I I don't like seeing some of this shit. I don't like seeing girls walking around with all their ass and titties and bellies hanging out. I don't give a fuck what type of shape you in. I still don't like seeing it sometimes. People be having all these little babies on that cruise, and y'all people out there be dressing all ratchet. Like, thank God I didn't see a whole bunch of thong bikinis and things like that, and G strings and things like that when I went on my cruise. I'm so thankful. But again, I went on a 7-day cruise, and again, I think that that's something that needs to be mentioned. That I make, like I said, I ain't watching enough of these videos, but I would bet money, I would put some money down right now that a lot of ghetto ratchet behavior is happening on them 3 to 4 day cruises. Oh, go down to Mexico for a couple of days. Go to one of these islands for a couple of days. We're gonna be gone. We're gonna be out to sea for a day. You're gonna get to spend a day in port, and then we're going back home. That's them cruises that they probably be acting real ratchet on. Because when you got 7 days and you know you about to be out to sea for 2 of them, what the fuck you acting ratchet for? You gonna be stuck as hell. You about to be stuck in they jail. And then when they get to port, they might kick your ass off the boat and leave you to have to figure out how you gonna get your ass home. Cause they not turning around just for one person. They gonna hold you somewhere. And then when they get to port, they gonna kick your ass off the boat and tell you, okay, figure out how to you got to figure out how to get home. Like I said, I think that's what a lot of what's actually happening. Um, So I'm not tripping about it. I'm going on my cruise at the end of the month, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to be happy that hopefully, like I said, this is a longer cruise too. So I already know that I'm not going to have any of these problems. And now that I'm gonna mess around and talk to my sister about it, because she's been going on. She's been a cruiser of the family the last couple of years. I kid you guys not, the girl been going on at least one cruise every year around her birthday too. Um, so I'm gonna ask her, like, the most ratchet shit that she ever said is about the swinger stuff, and that's not really ratchet. Um, but like I said, I will say that I'll ask her, like, girl, what you been thinking about all this Carnival cruise stuff that they been having people been talking about, and I'm pretty sure she probably gonna say some of the same shit. And at the end of the day, one of the articles that I read was people was mad that they wasn't gonna pay the wobble song no more. And you know what my reaction was? Thank God. You know why? It's like I said, I went on that cruise last year, and do you know how many line dancing songs that I heard every day? I heard that wobble song probably like 6, 7 times a day. I was so fucking tired of wobble by the time I got off that boat. I was like, I don't care if I never hear another dancing song in my life. So if they don't want to play line dancing songs on them boats no more, guess who not going to be mad? This girl right here. I don't do the line dances, and I get tired of hearing them damn songs. It's like I said, they played the same. Only when they play their little rap section of music, it seemed like they playing the same songs over and over again. Wobble, wobble. How many wobbles can you do, girl? You not tattle wobbling yet. The whatever the singer. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, y'all not gonna let motherfuckers fan? Do they fan? Boots on the ground? Oh, thank God. Cause motherfuckers trying to act like I need to learn how to do it for what? But anyway, I don't want to make this video long because there's really nothing else to say about this. I ain't got no problem with it. And like I said, if black people got a problem with, oh, they don't want black people on their cruise ship. Go somewhere else. See how welcome you feel. Easy day. And at the end of the day, the one video that I did watch, the guy was making comments on, like, there's a certain group of black people that's not understanding why certain things are a problem. Like I said, a lot of these rules ain't new. Y'all are not understanding why these rules will be getting set in place. And I spoke on a little bit of that earlier. If it's 1,000 rooms and everybody doing the same thing, you might start getting mad because now somebody music louder than yours, and you have to get mad and go knock on their door because why your music's so loud. You on the Lido deck and you trying to do something and I can't hear my music because now it's gonna be another problem. This is why they stopped doing stuff like that, if they ever did. But this is why they don't allow stuff like that. And we have to be understanding. It's not our job. This is how I know that a lot of us wasn't raised right. I'm reading this book called Roles. A lot of it is, it's not our job to dictate how people run their fucking business. And that's what people are trying to do. It's not our job. Yes, it's their job to make sure that we're happy as customers, but it's not our job to say how they should run their business and how they should operate. But that's what you're trying to do by saying, "Ooh, black, I'm just not going on another cruise with Carnival." Motherfucker, don't. They're not going to be mad. Carnival been in business for years. They're not going to be mad that one or two people, a couple of ratchet-ass black people don't want to go on their cruise ship no more. Like I said, it might open up their demographic more. They might start making more money because y'all asses don't want to go there no more. Sorry I had to say it, but somebody did. They not going to be mad, okay? They not going to be mad. And like I said, like most things, if they numbers start going down, they're going to go down temporarily. And then once people realize, oh, those changes, stop this, stop that, stop this, and stop that, word gonna get out and people gonna start telling their friends, look, we could start going back. Man, I just wanted me a Carnival cruise and it wasn't that bad. Nobody was playing a bunch of loud music. People wasn't being all ratchet and reckless on the dance floor. People wasn't just all shaking ass in front of all the dang on children. They didn't realize they can just go up to the adult section for that. They want to be down here with it. Oh, okay. They not doing that no more. Okay, now I feel like I can maybe take my family. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna be mad. But, okay, so I was talking about why some of these, okay, I spoke on that. The fighting, a lot of the arguments, you want to get loud. You can't determine how these people are going to react to that. Because if I see you fighting and I'm an employee, I know I might have to break you up. I know I'm going to have to call security. I have to protect other guests. I have to ensure the safety of everyone that's around me. And if you're acting up, get out. Get out. Get out. Yes, I would want you out too. Because last year when I went on my cruise, I took my daughter. And I just already been on two. I don't want my daughter seeing some of that stuff. I don't want my daughter being exposed to some of that stuff prematurely. I already know she's going to see some of it. She's going to see it eventually. But can she see it when she's ready to see it? Instead of being exposed to all these things prematurely because you got too drunk and decided to wear a G-string bikini and start popping your ass in front of 10 children on the Lido deck? Oh, okay. You decided to get into a fight while you were on the boat and they had to detain you and then they kicked you off and said you was banned. But like I said, I think a lot of this stuff is bullshit. I think a lot of it is just people reacting. instead of understanding or even trying to come to some sort of understanding. People watching videos, but like I said, a lot of these rules that people complaining about ain't new. When I went on my cruise last year, you couldn't have Bluetooth. When I talked to my sister about some of the stuff, you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this. She's been saying it for fucking years. It ain't nothing new. So I'm wondering who got kicked off the boat, who did some crazy shit. If they're looking at things a little bit more deeply now, who said some shit online, who did something, because that's the only thing that I can think of is somebody did something. All right, it's not a big deal though, y'all. We can't keep calling racism for everything because everything ain't racist. Some things just are what they are.